Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to another Jurassic World Rebirth video. Now I know what you're thinking, where on earth is my ugly mug? Well, unfortunately I haven't been sleeping very well and I haven't really had much sleep in the last 2 days. I think maybe a total of 9 hours I want to say. And I have an excruciating headache right now, and I was literally just about to settle down for the night and get all comfortable when 2 new images and a video for Jurassic World Rebirth released that gave us some more details and things to discuss for a video. So, you know, I'm perking myself up, I'm getting into it, just not quite ready for a camera for today's video. But yes, as I did just say, 2 new images released and also a very interesting video from the cast of Jurassic World Rebirth that seems to reveal that they will be talking about the movie, or at least some details of the movie, later this month. So that's what we're going to be discussing here today. So if any of that excites you, please go ahead and leave a like on this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more Jurassic action here on YouTube. And if you're excited for Jurassic World Rebirth, why not help us more on the channel by going over to my merch store and purchasing some of our Rebirth inspired merchandise, such as the new Quetzalcoatlus, the new Spinosaurus, or even the cute mutants. Go over there, get ready for the movie, and wear your items when you go see it in less than 2 months' time. But for now, let's get into this latest content from Jurassic World Rebirth. So let's get straight into it, where we get to see our very first image exclusive from Screen Rant. Right here on this image, we get to see Zora Bennett on the ground next to one of the HMVs or the Jeeps that will be appearing in Jurassic World Rebirth, but she's also by the petrol station, which we do know appears. We see some images of the petrol station previously, we've seen some behind the scenes set photos, and we also see this petrol station appear in the Lego sets. Now at first I didn't really think too much of it, but the fact that this petrol station is becoming more and more prevalent across all of these images and content that they start showing for Jurassic World Rebirth is starting to make me think that, you know, Duncan has a flare. We know that the D-Rex follows him, and we also know that there is a petrol station, whether it's active or not. So it's kind of making me think that maybe this petrol station has something to do with the way that the D-Rex dies. Maybe Duncan throws the flare and the petrol station blows up when the D-Rex is nearby and ends up killing the D-Rex like that. So that's kind of like my thought process behind all of this, because these images, everything from the Lego sets as well, it kind of starts to add up a little bit. But yes, so we do see Zora on the floor here looking in fear and clearly trying to scurry away from something. I wouldn't say it's anything too large, considering that she's in between the Jeep and the petrol tank. But perhaps she is coming face to face with what we presume to be the Mutodon, because we do see in one of the posters a very weird raptor-like claw. It seems to be not quite right, it doesn't quite look like a raptor. So we're assuming that it is one of these flying mutant raptor things, which are called the Mutodons, because we would presume that they will come face to face with these creatures in a scene kind of like this image. But yes, that's pretty much all we can make out from for this image. But the second image, let's have a look, and look at how beautiful this image is. Oh my goodness, did I underestimate the sheer size of the Mosasaurus. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of the Mosasaurus redesign in this movie. I do prefer the Jurassic World design, and the one thing that was also throwing me off from the Jurassic World Rebirth design was just how small it was. I kind of missed my kaiju-sized friend, you know, I love that massive Mosasaur. But now that I see it from this angle, wow, I think I severely underestimated how big this creature actually is. It is absolutely humongous. And this is just something that Gareth Edwards, the director of the movie, tends to do. You see this in his other movies like The Creator or even Godzilla 2014, where his sense of scale just goes straight into the movie, and he does it very, very well. Putting the Mosasaurus breaching the water right next to Duncan's ship just shows the sheer scale and size of this creature. It's something that looks a lot smaller in the water from other shots, but now that we actually get to see it in this shot, wow. Wow, does it look good. Now, since it is pretty much in the middle of the ocean, the only real thing that we can take away from this is that maybe the way that the boat topples over from the other clips that we have seen and from the trailer is that the Mosasaurus actually breaches the water, causes waves, and has the boat kind of topple over. We can see that it is trying to disperse some water out the side of the boat, so maybe it's already struggling, but this might be a hunting technique used by the Mosasaurus to allow the Spinosaurus to then jump out of the water and snatch up any prey that's left on the boat. That's That's just my thinking, since we do know that they are kind of working in some kind of symbiotic relationship, so I won't be surprised if this is a smart hunting tactic used by the Mosasaurus to feed the Spinosauruses. But then around the same time that these images started to release, Universal Pictures Mexico on their Twitter account decided to go ahead and release this video right here.
Did you know that millions of years ago, Mexico was like the ultimate danger zone for dinosaurs? This is a fact because a meteorite hit on the Yucatan Peninsula and took out all of the dinosaurs.
If Mexico was the place where dinosaurs took their final bow, we thought it would make the perfect spot to unveil the newest chapter, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Let's face it, we know Mexico has passionate fans out there. So that's why we're super excited to announce that we'll be hitting up Mexico City for CCXP to share all the details about this new movie.
Yes, get ready for an experience where we're gonna dive into all the exciting news of this new film, where our characters are off on the most nail-biting quest this saga has ever seen. Come on! Duncan!
It's gonna be a wild ride.
So mark your calendars. We will see you at CCXP, because if Mexico is where it all went down for the dinosaurs, it's only fair that it marks the beginning of this new era of the franchise.
Now, if you didn't actually get to see this video, that means it was removed for copyright. Let's hope that wasn't the case, but we'll try to break it down piece by piece to kind of explain what's going on here. But as a brief overview, essentially, the cast and crew of Jurassic World Rebirth are attending CCXP in Mexico City on May 31st, right at the very end of the month. And what is CCXP for those who do not know? Well, just like Comic-Con, it's pretty much a film festival where all of these films go ahead, showcase their upcoming slates, and kind of get people just excited for the movie. But this year, it's taking place in Mexico, and they use the analogy of how the dinosaurs died off by the meteorite that hit the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, and now it's only fair that they go to Mexico to showcase this new saga of Jurassic yada yada yada. So let's get into exactly what was said here.
If Mexico was the place where dinosaurs took their final bow, we thought it would make the perfect spot to unveil the newest chapter, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Jonathan Bailey, who plays Dr. Henry Loomis, says that it makes the perfect spot to unveil the new chapter of Jurassic World Rebirth. So why did he say unveil? I presume all of this is scripted, of course, so there must have been a reason why they said unveil. Well, maybe that might be because the trailer is coming on May 31st. That would actually be the very first time a Jurassic trailer has released on a weekend, or perhaps maybe just the Thursday beforehand on the 29th, we may finally get to see that trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth. But of course, we are expecting it to maybe come this week, but it is considered overdue. I just thought it was very interesting that he decided to use the words unveil for some reason, because it's already been unveiled, we know it's happening. But then Mahershala Ali goes on to say that they're hitting up CCXP to share all of the new details about this movie. So clearly something is going down at the end of the month. I'm just wondering what. Is it a new trailer, new article, new images? What's going on here? Now this next bit, it may just be a little nitpick here, but Scarlett Johansson goes on to say that this is the most nail-biting quest that the saga has ever seen. But as we know, Jurassic World Rebirth is a start of a new saga in the same universe for Jurassic World. For example, we have the Jurassic Saga, which is what it's officially called, which is pretty much including Jurassic Park, Lost World, Jurassic Park 3, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World Dominion, Chaos Theory, and Camp Cretaceous, as well as the short movies and the motion comics and so on. But Jurassic World Rebirth is the start of a new saga, which we call the New Era Saga because nothing official has arisen just yet. So maybe this script might have been a little bit more off script, which makes me think that, that explains why Jonathan Bailey said they're unveiling something when we've already seen it be unveiled, if that makes sense. If not, then I think the scriptwriter should have done a little bit more research when writing this.
So mark your calendars. We will see you at CCXP, because if Mexico is where it all went down for the dinosaurs, it's only fair that it marks the beginning of this new era of the franchise.
But then right at the end, Mahershala Ali once again adds on to that theory of mine that I've been discussing in the last 2 or 3 videos. If you haven't been following, Empire Magazine and Entertainment Weekly both kind of teased the idea of a sequel happening to Jurassic World Rebirth, which also adds on to the comments that Gareth Edward made right at the end of 2024, where he basically says that Jurassic World Rebirth feels like the start of a trilogy. Mahershala Ali, right at the end of this video clip, goes ahead and says this.
Because if Mexico is where it all went down for the dinosaurs, it's only fair that it marks the beginning of this new era of the franchise.
It's only fair that it marks the beginning of a new era for the franchise. Why would this new era for the franchise only have one movie, you know? So, I don't know, I have a feeling, a sneaky suspicion that maybe the sequel to Jurassic World Rebirth might be confirmed before the movie has even released. After all, Jurassic World Dominion was announced before Fallen Kingdom was even released, so there's that. It's happened before in the franchise. But then again, I think that they are probably going to take a little bit of a step back just to see how Jurassic World Rebirth performs in the box office before saying anything of the sorts. Either way, you know, it's just interesting how all of these ideas or quotes or comments about a future movie after Rebirth is starting to come up in the last 3 or 4 days, and from multiple different sources as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. 2 brand new images that look so good for the movie, and 1 video that kind of teases what to expect right at the end of the month. I'm still wondering what they're gonna do, but whatever it's gonna be, you know you can find it here on the channel and also on my Twitter account, so go ahead over to that horrible app and download it, and go ahead and follow me there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. More interesting details as time goes on. We are really hoping that Thursday will be the day that we finally get to see something, because Thursday is the most common day for Jurassic trailers. Every single day this week has had a major movie trailer releasing, whether that's Ironheart, Superman, F1, but we do know that there's nothing on Thursday, so that's also interesting. And Thursday is also one of the 2 national dinosaur days of the year. And now that Jurassic World Rebirth's trailer 2 is considered overdue, maybe this week, I say this a lot, but maybe this week, we might finally get to see that long overdue trailer 2. But yes, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, but most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hey, did you enjoy the video? Well, why not leave a like and subscribe for more Jurassic content? I appreciate every single one of you for reaching this point into the video and supporting me this far. If you wish to support me even further, then feel free to head on down to the description where you can find links to donate, my Patreon, and you can also press that join button to become a member here on YouTube and gain access to some awesome emojis. A massive thank you to all of the YouTube members for this month, as well as the amazing fans over on Patreon too. Your extra bit of support really goes a long way. But for now, I wish you a great rest of your day.